only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They have a lot of time in their hand.
You got the wrong Americans. That's the liberals. They don't give a crap. That's the ones running Minnesota up there. No, the Americans that care are the hardworking taxpayers.
They broke. They don't have no money, no ambition, nothing.
Yeah, that definitely be the liberals.
They don't even have hobbies. They depressed, they lonely. You know, it's always those type of people who care about situations like this.
There, once again, you fall off track, and it's the taxpayers that care about situations like this.
Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken spiritually, physically, and financially.
You guys, on some real, I know we're laughing, but like low-key ain't shit funny. Like, ain't shit funny. These people, and this is exactly what I knew Trump calling us out would do, is make these loser ass people feel emboldened enough to come to our communities, wreak havoc in our communities, and call us out because they couldn't make something of themselves. Like, and the thing that makes all this so ironic is the president, like, aren't you a felon? Like, what? It's like, what are we even speaking about? Like, what are we talking about here, right? But these brainwashed individuals are so focused on immigrants and minorities that they can't see past the brainwashing. Like, it literally pisses me off, y'all. Like, I don't find this to be funny at all. Like, I know we're making jokes about it, but it enrages me, y'all. Like, it makes me so mad because the hypocrisy and, like, I don't know, this narrative. I just miss when we were freaking inconspicuous. Nobody knew who we were. We're minding our business. Like, please, like, oh.
What's up, family? So we got to talk about something wild, okay? That just happened on the internet. Straight up, this might be one of the biggest backfires I've seen in a minute. So boom, this Somali girl that you see on the screen, right? She hopped on TikTok and for whatever reason, clout, attention, just being reckless, she thought it'd be a good idea to say some wild stuff about Elon Musk. Yes, that Elon, Mr. Tesla, Mr. SpaceX, Mr. I own Twitter now, so say it with your chest. um, Elon Musk is very inspirational and very intelligent. But she gets on camera and basically says she ain't worried about Elon because, quote unquote, he's about to die. Pause, right? Let's slow this all the way down real quick. She ain't say I don't like Elon. She ain't say I disagree with his policies or politics. She said I wouldn't worry too much about him. He is about to die. Like, what? But don't take my word for it. I want you guys to check it out.
Musk. هذا فور حما Elon Musk عبس كفور.
When people say like this is fake, I'm like, actually, well, let's look at.
كان محو هايستا العق بس هايستا بدو فور حمية. بس كفور حمية كان. وأدق ودم الربع. I wouldn't worry too much about this one. That الباب يسجوا. I wouldn't worry too much about him. He about to die.
Well, there you have it, folks. So that's not shade. That's not even just petty. That low-key sounds like a threat. Or at the very least, like she's wishing death on somebody. And the crazy part of this is she said it so casual. Like she was just talking about the weather. Bro, this is the internet. The whole world can see what you post. And what comes with the internet comes responsibility. Yes, you have freedom. It's bad enough, unfortunately, that a specific group had to basically commit fraud to enrich themselves. And now it's like the Somali community is enabling the behavior by defending the fraud as if they're being targeted. And Elon Musk is broad opponent because what? He's a part of DOGE, a Department of Government Efficiency. But this is what America voted for, right? America voted for getting rid of the fraud, waste, and abuse. So their money could go back into American pockets so we can actually achieve the American dream, let alone also pass down resources to our children and then be able to pave our own way and not be restricted by the government because we'll have more money in our pockets, mean more spending power, more vacations, buy a house, whatever you want to do. See, the problem isn't that the cost of living is high. It's just that the dollar hasn't stretched as much or haven't match the rate of inflation. So if you're putting more money in your pockets, then you won't actually feel like there's inflation or the cost of living is so high because you have money to justify it, which you can spend however you spend it, investing in yourself, stocks, bonds, assets, education, whatever the case may be, right? But it blows my mind because the Somali community, and they call themselves Somali Americans. Now, if you were born here from a Somalian individual who came over and migrated to America, obviously you being born here because of birthright citizenship, you consider yourself Somali American. But then if you want to, let's go with that, right? Because honestly, you're not American, you're Somalian. And most of the time the Somalis came over here seeking asylum, which is, from famine or war or whatever the case may be, and America came in to rescue, right? Other than that, you go through the whole immigration process. But the whole point I'm saying is, if you want to disrespect America and then condone and enable and support your group or race or community, because this ain't about race, this is about fraud. Fraud doesn't have skin color, fraud doesn't have race. Fraud is just the facts, and the math isn't mathing, and it's a simple fact of an action being caught, basically breaking the law. Now, we couldn't go to Somalia as an American and go break the law. Now, to come at someone who's doing God's work, such as Elon Musk, because you don't like that your group got exposed for doing a fraud in particular, not that we were looking or targeting or wishing upon a certain group to commit fraud. We don't want it at all. That's why America's voted for it. But I find it very disrespectful to basically poop on America and Americans and then wish death when we all know that Elon Musk is Canadian, so he is technically an immigrant just like the Somalians, but he has respect for this country. And it goes all the way back to the time. It reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? The actor, right? And follow me here. I know this may seem a little bit off topic, but I'm gonna bring it together. Um, Arnold Schwarzenegger has so much respect for this country, United States of America, and how much it has done for him to be an actor in his acting career and Terminator. And that used to be the thing where people who came over to America for a better life, they had the utmost respect for America. Now it has come where they feel like they could disrespect America, let alone disrespect American taxpaying citizens. And like I said, this is not all Somalians. Right. And this is not about a race or a group. I am not attacking the Somalian community. What I'm saying is it just happened to be these group of individuals committing fraud. And now that it's being obviously exposed, why can't we ask questions as taxpayers? Why are taxpayers getting attacked for their money being funneled in a fraudulent way? If you condoning this, then go to Somalia and condoning that. But we didn't vote for that here. But to go at Elon Musk and then wish death on him, because obviously this ties together, because I showed you the two clips in the beginning of, oh, I wish we were just Somalian community was just an abyss and we weren't even brought to attention to. And I know I'm making jokes about it, but I really wish we weren't even mentioned or spoken about. Well, you wouldn't have to be if the certain community happened to be Somalians committed fraud. Is being spoken about. Where's the accountability? Out of respect for America, right? And they're just jealous, and Americans are just jealous, and they're brainwashed. How are we brainwashed? Because the math isn't mathing, and the truth came out, such as the numbers, right? These are facts, right? So now take it a step further. Now we have a different individual, a young lady, decides she wants to wish death on Elon Musk. So I find it coincidental that all of a sudden all the fraud is being exposed. Somalians feel like Americans are just miserable and broke and they don't work hard at us when obviously you got rich off of fraud and necessities such as the elderly and using the vulnerability of elderly and kids to get rich and saying you work hard in the name of fraud. The disrespect is getting crazy to the extent now where we have a young lady saying, who is an immigrant himself, who has obviously came over and done things the right way to be successful, just like you guys can through his hard work, through Tesla and everything else. You want to wish death on this man. That is wild. So, look, Elon Musk actually responded. And he said, then it is war. That was Elon Musk's response, right? Now imagine you're that Somali girl. You thought you were just talking into your phone, maybe flexing to your 300 followers. You didn't expect Elon freaking Musk to clap back, and not just clap back, but basically declare open beef with you on the world stage. Now she's in full on panic mode. And when I seen this video, you can tell she's reading something off of a script, off of a teleprompter, and it makes me wonder, how long did it take for you to come up with this? And then she had a nerve to mention Grok, using Elon Musk's platform, in which you just disrespected and wished death on this man. In the name of Grok, she used Grok to justify what she really meant, and it was misconstrued out of what she was saying. In the name of Grok, family. So I want you guys to check out her response. She didn't expect the backlash. Let me pull it up. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Told me a week ago that my name and Elon Musk's name are being voiced in the same breath, I wouldn't believe you. But here I am today. Hello, if you know who I am, do you know why this video has to be made? On December 31st, 2025, my life took a tragic turn. I was badly misinterpreted and misheard on a now viral clip. In this clip, my words...
She's not even looking into the camera. So now, it seemed just disingenuous and fake generosity all at once. Like, family, am I tripping? Comment down below. Comment down below if I'm tripping. At the end of the day, when someone says something the first time, believe what they say the first time, because obviously what they said the first time is what they actually meant. She's not even looking into the camera with the same energy when she wished death on this man. Thank God he's healthy. Thank God, and God forbid, and we know that Elon Musk isn't dying, but man.
And what they are being translated to has been taken greatly out of context. I want to make myself clear. I never intended or even aimed to threaten the life of Elon Musk. I'm not a person that carries around hate. The media and Elon have taken my words completely out of context, and it's been deeply hurtful to watch how that's turned into me being dehumanized and painted as a villain. For context, the clip going viral was taken from a longer live segment and edited in a way that removes the heart of what I was trying to say. During that stream, some of my supporters asked me about my thoughts on Elon Musk in relation to his health after viral photos of him in swim shorts surfaced. My intention was to never mock, insult, or be cruel in any way. What I was trying to express came from my personal experience. As a person gets older, health becomes more important, and it is something we should all be taking seriously and treat with care. My message was meant to encourage kindness towards our bodies and towards one another if we want to live a long, luxurious life. Instead, that message was twisted, stripped of its context, and turned into something it was never meant to be. A few people went ahead and asked Elon's AI Grok what it thought about my language in the video. I would display the response here. As you can see, Grok agrees. This is more interpreted as dismissive rather than a literal threat. Elon Musk tweeted the same viral video twice. I assume the first time didn't get the reaction he wanted, both hours apart. One where he said, and I quote, "wonderful people," and the most recent time that is currently still pinned at the top of his profile stating, and I quote, "then it is war." While Somali hate is at an all-time high right now, Elon is a very powerful man and has endless amount of supporters. This will forever be a losing match for me. Elon Musk is coming at me with full force, but I don't remember when I signed up to be an scapegoat, but okay. This tweet has caused me great discomfort. My intentions were to never make Elon Musk uncomfortable or feel unsafe in any way. I don't know how a billionaire can be scared of a little girl who doesn't have half the power.
I don't know how a billionaire can be scared of a little girl who has half the power. It's a threat. A threat is a threat. Why are we comparing resources? Elon Musk don't know you and you don't know him, but you had enough confidence to sit on that phone and make a threat. And now you want to sit there and say, oh my goodness, a man who has so much resources, just little old me. Man, cut it out.
But go off, King. My words have been built.
Did she just say go off, King? Sound like to me she doubling down. That's why I say when someone says something the first time, believe them. When they say something the first time.
Anyway, I don't know how a billionaire can be scared of a little girl who doesn't have half the power, but go off, King. My words have been villainized and my voice has been
She ain't
stolen.
learn.
Me and Elon Musk's lives are worlds apart. I do not have nearly the same amount of resources he is fortunate enough to have. This whole situation has put me in truly great danger. Private information about me is being displayed all over the internet, and I have received endless amount of threats over this miscommunication, and I truly am in fear for my future. But what a beautiful way to start off the year.
What a beautiful way to start off the year, wishing death on a man. That's what I'm saying. She talking both sides of her mouth. Let's talk about excuse, right? She tried to say that she was commenting on his health, that he looks like he's not doing too well. Maybe he's going to pass away soon. And that's what she meant. But let's really think about that for a second. Even if that's true, why would you say that? Like, what was the point? If somebody's sick or unhealthy, what kind of energy do you got to be or do you got to be on to make a TikTok about them dying? Would you want that on your family member? Would you want that wished on you? What happened to treating people how you want to be treated? That's not funny. That's not activism. That's just weird. Even if she meant it as some medical observation, it just still sounded like she was cheering for it. Like she wanted Elon going, like she was smiling while saying it. And now that people are dragging her, now she want to play victim, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm being bullied, bullied. People are bullying me. People are racist. People are sending me hate." Fam, you said what you said. You hit post. The internet didn't force your hand, and once you put it out there, you can't control how people react to it. That's called accountability, not censorship, not racism. See, she got me all riled up. Not racism, accountability. And talking about the clip out of context. I wasn't saying I want him to die. I was just saying he might die soon, like for health reasons. Girl, like be for real. Like that's throwing a rock at somebody's head, and when they turn around, you say, "Oh no, 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 no. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was just seeing if your reflexes worked." Nah, you said what you said and you meant it how you meant it. And you just didn't think he was going to hear you. Here's the real issue. People be way too comfortable talking crazy online because they don't think there are going to be consequences. It's like people think the internet is a vacuum. You say some wild junk, go viral for 5 minutes, and then you disappear. But what happens when the person you talk about actually sees it? See, Elon ain't just some random dude. This ain't your local mailman. This is a billionaire tech mogul who literally owns the platform you're on when you go on Grok. And he got resources and he got eyes everywhere for his protection, right? If that's what you want to say, we compare resources. So when she said that, she was probably thinking, "Oh no way, Elon gonna see little old me." But the internet don't work like that. All it takes is one screen record, one repost, and boom, you trending globally. Now you got cameras in your face and people on your head, and suddenly it's like, "Oh, y'all misunderstood me." Nah, you just not built for the smoke, and you should have never said nothing like that. And what kills me is the second these posts go viral and they don't get the response they wanted. Now they want to play the victim. Like, "Oh, people are being mean to me. Oh, this is racism. This is hate." Let me break this down. Is hate real? Absolutely. Is racism a thing? Of course. It could have been, it is a thing. It was a thing, in history. But this ain't about that. This is about your own actions. You said something reckless about somebody, and now that it backfired, you want to spin the whole situation into "I'm being targeted." Obviously, this ain't the first time she did it. Evil spirit, such demonic, evil spirited just statement all along. It's just pure evil, man. For what? But let me know what you guys think, man. Spread the peace, love, and positivity. Let the love supersede the hate. We just having a conversation. Let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And thank you for rocking with me. Peace.